at this point in the season, who is the best division in baseball in your eyes when you're looking at, the top to bottom, like what's the best?
Well, just looking at it right now, I don't want to steal y'all's thunder. So if either of y'all were thinking the NL Central, I'll leave that to you. But I
I
really
was
do think the
not,
NL
no.
Central. No, okay. Okay. Then I'll go the NL Central. I really do think the NL Central is
Okay.
good. Like the NL Central, I think at the start, I think the Cubs are like top tier team in the league right now. I don't think that's really much of a debate. Um, but then you look at the Brewers who always find ways to sneak up on you, particularly at the end of the season,
So
right?
annoying,
You
dude.
got the Cardinals who everyone thought was going to be this reset team, retool, and
Mhm.
they just haven't been, though they've struggled a little bit
Yeah.
in June. We've seen their ability to win. And then the Reds, again, have slid a little bit as of late, but 2, 3 weeks ago, you had Ken Rosenthal coming on foul territory talking about he expects them to be aggressive. They call it Chase Burns, as we just mentioned.
Yeah.
And I don't think that. I mean, they're a team that hasn't been good for a while. So if they have the assets at the trade deadline with the expanded playoffs, like looking
Yeah.
at it now, they're 7.5 out of the division, but I don't know why it's not showing up. They can't be too far out of the wild card race. So, I mean, that's four teams right there that want to make the playoffs out of five. I mean, the Pirates, I don't think the Pirates are doing much. They've lost six in a row. They've
Uh,
lost six in a
I
row
would
at the
be
time of this
surprised if they
recording.
do. That would be the greatest story in MLB history.
Yeah. But anyways, I mean that's a division with four real players right there. You've obviously got the AL East. I feel like that's low hanging fruit, right? The
Yeah,
the
that's
the Blue
that's that's what I
Jays,
was
the
gonna go with too.
Yankees, the Rays, even the Red Sox look kind of good. I'll let
Yeah.
y'all dive into that a little more. But I'm gonna go the NL Central, man. That's a sneaky good division, kind of like the AL Central last year, where
Yeah.
nobody expected three of the last four teams standing in the American League playoffs to be from the AL Central.
Yeah. Well, I probably didn't talk loud enough, but yes, I picked the NL Central. A little biased for it because, kind of like you said, the Brewers are just always so pesky. I don't know what it is, but they always find ways to come back. And we've seen it before. It's history repeating itself. 2018, we had a big lead, the dominating division all year, choked it the last month of the year in
Uh,
September. And then we lost game 163 in Chicago against Milwaukee. And it hasn't been the same since for Chicago. Happened the following year in 2019, this time to the Cardinals. So it's a repeating factor for the Cubs in the division. Like, the only time we had a big lead was 2016, and we just dominated the division a whole year. Even 2017, we came back later that year, but still, like the Cubs need to find a way to have a dominant lead in the division. Like they're only 2 games out. That's nothing, and it's first half of the season already. We're almost up the first half, so they got to step it up, not have history repeat itself. And I mean, ever since I started this podcast with you, JB, what's the always said? The Cubs stand for completely useless by September. So let's
yeah,
hope it's
and
not
put
this
that in
time
all
around.
caps. Put that in all caps, dude.
All caps.
It's a real thing, dude. Like ever since I've known Gabe, September is by far my angriest moment in the baseball season.
We've had some good memories in JB's house back down here.
Well, it's just like the
Like, what's up,
way
baseball?
then and in the last series, like I kind of want to like talk about, our offense picked it up. We won 8-1 yesterday, but I mean, we lost a series to the Twins, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I
can't
mean,
happen.
the Twins,
Can't happen.
really? And
Yeah.
then we had a relief pitcher just absolutely blow up in the eighth inning. Dude, talk about anger. That's probably the most angry I've been all baseball season. Like, no joke. Porter Hodge like giving up 6 runs in
Yeah.
the eighth inning, three of them homers.
Yeah, that's not good.
That cannot happen, dude. Like, I know the Cubs have been glorified to have this, great offense, which we do,
Hmm.
but our pitching lacks a lot of depth. And that's very concerning going into the playoffs for me.
Yeah. It's the same with, Mike was saying about the Tigers trying to find that slot for the starting pitcher role. And the starting pitchers this year, like I mentioned before, they're not as, high caliber as we've seen them before. I mean, Zach Gallen not having a great year. Fought from the Diamondbacks, not having a great year. Alcantara, not what we've seen before, not having the greatest year. He's picked up as of late, like Michael said, but there's not anyone outstanding to get in the deadline. Are you willing to trade your top prospects for someone you might even get for not even half a season? So that's where you got to see it in that aspect. But that's where you got to use your farm system. Maybe got some guys in the farm that are better caliber. You never know. So that's the big piece right now. I agree with you, JB. Our bullpen's been better since the start of the season, but I mean, Jameson Tyone went to the IL a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Another high starter for us on the IL. Like, this stuff cannot happen. And
That's the
you
thing. Steele went out at the beginning of the year. I mean,
Minaga was
probably our best starter, honestly, and he's just gone like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cycle right now of our starting pitchers, but right now, I mean, our offense is picking it up. Third best offense in the league, but I'll save that for our top 5 team. So go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just had to, address that. But I think the division, Michael touched on it. I like the AL East right now. I just like how competitive it is. The Blue Jays, I mean, you could say they're the hottest team right now in the league, like going into the All-Star break. They've really been pitching well. I know you got Vladimir Guerrero, Bo Bichette, those guys, but I want to touch on George Springer. I mean, this guy is in his mid-30s, and we didn't think that, he had this amount of baseball left in him to maybe tap into the Houston days that he was once doing in his career. And he's been having an all-star caliber season. That's another all-star snub, in my opinion. He is like been super, super important to the Blue Jays. And them being as hot as they are right now, honestly, kind of surprises me because like, I know the Blue Jays have talent, but I feel like, I saw Ken Rosenthal say like, they're always a team that's like underperforming for like the talent they have. And I feel like now they're finally like actually like, hitting their stride at the right time. And you got obviously the Yankees, they're starting to pick it up a little bit more. They've kind of had a rough 10-game stretch. I think they're like 4-6 in their last 10 games, but they swept their Mariners last night, which if you didn't watch that game, they came back down 5-0 in the 8th inning. That was pretty amazing. But I mean, I think the Yankees, Max Fried, obviously that cannot go unnoticed. This guy has been an absolute beast, but I'm just always thinking, what if they had Garrett Cole? I mean, this team would be so much better if they had Garrett Cole. And then you go down the line. I mean, the Rays are always just competitive. The Red Sox, even after trading Devers, they're still competitive to a certain degree. And then, the Orioles, they were like 9 games back a couple games ago. Now they're 11.5. But I mean, they were awful at the beginning of the year. And now they're kind of like starting to get a little better, I guess. But I don't really see them doing a whole lot. But I mean, it's competitive division. I didn't think it'd be this competitive, honestly. I really didn't.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my